see how this goes today. It's quite windy, so I'll do what I can to cover the mic. This is an interesting day because most of my harness bridles are quite old, and as a result they've softened over the years, and the blinders do not always stay off of their faces in the wind. So this one is a Zilco bridle, and it's very solid, very steady for keeping those blinders where they belong and off of their eyes. But it does not take either a side check or an over check. So he is getting to go without either one for the first time today. And I switched the bit on him because I think he'll like this one a little bit better. It's a little more solid mouth rather than as flexible as a French link snaffle. And this one has a roller on it, which I don't know whether he'll figure it out or not. And he wanted to get over here onto the softer stuff, and I have no problem with that at all. Well, if you see how things go, my phone updated itself this morning, and it started doing some very interesting things that I'm not used to. So we'll see what happens. So far, he seems to like this bridle really well, and the bit. No, we're not going to stop and eat. That's a good boy. And he even handled it well when Nikki popped out from behind the bales. That was very good. In spite of the fact that Daddy got home just as we were ready to leave, Doodle was still with me. She tried to talk him into riding with us, but he wasn't ready to do that, so. He doesn't like these carts. They do bad things for his back, and for me, they're the best. So, that's what I prefer to drive. There's a mound ahead to the left, and while it would be fun to drive over it because at least it'd be a little bit of a hill, it also has coyote holes in it, coyote dens, so I don't want to go in there or over it. I don't want to take a chance. Nice and steady through here, buddy. The tractor ruts are bad. Well, he managed to find us a place where there weren't so many, and they weren't so bad. Yay! One of the things I've discovered over the years, I start my horses with an open bridle and driving with an open bridle when I can. Some of them won't tolerate that, but the ones that can are very interesting over the years because they know where the cart is, they know where the wheels are, so when we go through cones or obstacles of some sort, they know exactly how to gauge it so that they don't hit. I think that's a lot of fun. Makes my job easier. Whoa, we just found some big bumps. He's a good boy. Keep moving. You want to go back on the road? That's okay. He says, no, I'll go with Amy. And that's unusual, because usually he'd rather go with Nikki. There. Yes, you can go back on the road if you want. Yep, we've passed all of the big bad rocks, haven't we? What a good boy. We're going to turn the corner up here, and when we do, the wind will be at our backs, I think. So that will be good. I don't know, I haven't really figured out exactly where the wind's coming from today. I knew if I opened the west barn doors, I would sweep the aisleway without having to pick up a broom. Come right. What a good boy. Now we have the wind off to our side. I think starting him with a check rein was good, especially since there was lots of green stuff out to eat. And by doing that, we managed to avoid him learning that he could duck his head and grab food. He's getting to wander a little bit because I'm trying to pull my sleeve up over the bottom of the phone to cut the sound of the wind. There we go. What a good boy. Happy, cheerful, loves to go places. He's a delight to drive. Can you chase that dog down? No, we're not going over there with her. And as soon as we get turned to the south, we're headed due east right now. And as soon as we get headed south, then we'll walk a little bit. That will make a 1.5 mile trot for him, or better part of a 1.5 miles. That's a boy. There isn't any traffic, so if you wanted to walk a little bit, we could do that. He says, nope, he's perfectly happy, Trot. I know, it's caliche rocks. They're horrible, aren't they? The neighbors are planting. You can't see their tractor over there now probably because it's so tiny through the camera, but we'll turn the corner and you'll be able to see it. And blessedly, the wind is blowing so that the dust from the tractor and the planter is not coming onto us. A little bit further. Let's walk. Good boy. Let's try to avoid those big ruts, huh? That's a boy. And you should be able to see their tractor by now. Walk on. is one of those days that you're glad to have glasses on while you're out driving because of all the stuff blowing around. Shall we working Trot? Little man, working Trot. To our right is our north pasture. And there's still some to eat out there, but not an awful lot. But the next couple of days are supposed to be in the 70s, so I suspect we'll have green shoots coming up. Weird as it is to have 70 degrees in December. Either road, up to you. No, we are not going out in the cotton field. Can you make a big circle for me? We even have tracks on the ground. Yep, we're going to stay on a circle, please. Yep, I dumped you, didn't I? Sorry. I had him turning too short for what I wanted. There you go. Good boy. Let's go the other way. My reins are way too loose. Now let's make it a circle, huh? The wind is strong enough that I'm having to be very careful at the end of my reins because they're wanting to blow into the wheels. That could be a very ugly scenario. All right, let's trot on toward home. He says, you know, you could turn me out of my stall and I'd be just fine going out and playing in the north pasture. Yeah, I suspect you would, and you'd come back full of burrs. Having to keep a foot on my reins in the basket. No whip in the whipstock today. It will blow right out. Good boy. a little electric motor on the fence, I believe, is what keeps the pivots moving around in a circle. And it makes me laugh because first they're scared of it when it's making its electric noises, and then they're scared of it when it isn't. It's kind of funny. Look at you. No, I would just as soon you trot, sweetheart. Right now the wind's coming straight out of the south. Let's go behind the bales. See if we can get out of the wind a little bit that way. We'll be in the shade. We can handle the shade. We've got the wind at all. Matter of fact, it kind of wind tunneled it, made it a little worse. The only mistake I've made is I didn't have my hood tied on, which means that my hat would stay no matter what. He's getting along with this bit really well. Very pleased. It's a miler. Slow twist with a barrel in the middle. I believe a 33 mouth. I rarely, if ever, take them out off the place with a smooth bit, simply because there are too many interesting things that are scary. That could make my life very miserable with a smooth bit. If I have more bit, I don't have to use more hand because I've got more bit. I can be a little more gentle with corrections. Pardon me. Goodness. I'm sure the camera went winging off to nowhere. Let's come back and walk. Oh, this is going to be rough. That's a good one. I'm going to end because I can't get out of the wind at all. Have a great day, everybody. Please like, subscribe, share, all those things. We appreciate you. Have a great one.